Look, now I know I won't be able to top what we've seen today in March Madness, but hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I decided to go ahead and take a look at my lineup, and one thing I noticed was my defensive line has been the same for quite some time, so I decided to go ahead and look at some new right ends. Now I went ahead and compared Mario Williams to the new Combine Warrior Clowney. I have to admit, I'm going to give the edge to Clowney in that battle, and I also took a look at the 97 overall Super Bowl legend Darnell Dockett. I've heard some amazing things about that card. And then here's a look at Mario Williams compared to flashback Dwight Freeney. Now, before I made a choice, I decided to go ahead and put up Mario Williams for 53,000 coins on the auction house. And when I came back, I was looking at this guy right here. 99 overall Ultimate Legend Bruce Smith. But after thinking about it, I didn't want to spend that many coins kind of midway through the season, so I decided to go ahead and pick up Clowney for 87k. I figured a lot of you guys would want to see his gameplay. And another pickup I decided to make was this guy right here. You guys probably heard about him because he just retired after his rookie season. One of the top defensive rookies in the NFL. Now I guess he did suffer a concussion earlier in the season. He may have even suffered another one late in the season when they put him on IR. He decided to call it quits because of his health, so I decided to pick him up for today's episode. And I was also looking at JJ Watt. You can see he looks a heck of a lot better than Calais Campbell, even though he's only at 93 overall, but I'm gonna wait. Maybe we'll pick him up in a future episode. Now, if you guys missed my pack opening from Saturday, we did pull our second legend, Rod Woodson. So our offense, we're gonna keep that the same. I really have no complaints with our offense. Hopefully RG3 and Barry Sanders can get the ground game going in today's episode. But as far as our defense, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to make Chris Borland the starter. And then at cornerback number 4, which is usually Vontae Davis, we're going to make that Rod Woodson. And then we're going to slide Vontae Davis over to the number 5 cornerback position. Now, the reason why I like Woodson at the 4 is because he's kind of like an extra linebacker with that 85 hit power. So here's a look at our defense. And let's go ahead. Let's get into it. The wild card playoff game. Now we are at home. You can see we're rocking those Lions uniforms. First play, I'm giving it to Barry Sanders, but he really has nowhere to go. So on 2nd and 9, I see my opponent brings a blitz, and I find Steve Smith wide open. Now he takes this one down the sideline. I thought we were going to get caught, but he decides to take it all the way. I mean, Steve Smith, he's just a totally different animal when it comes to the playoffs. You guys know that. Now my opponent, is that Bo Jackson as his running back? Russell Wilson is his quarterback. And yes, he is using Bo Jackson at running back. Now here Russell Wilson uses his feet to pick that one up. 2nd and 7. Down he goes. Calais Campbell brings the pressure. So on 3rd and 7, he goes with a wide receiver screen. And there's Rod Woodson bringing him down. So on 4th and 6, my opponent does have his offense on the field. And he's going to convert. That's a first down. He's getting close to midfield. Now later on in the drive, we have about 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Russell Wilson, again using his feet, breaks out of a tackle and ends up stepping out of bounds after he picks up the first down. So on 1st and 10, back to Bo Jackson, breaks out of one tackle. But we have Jamie Collins right there. 5 rushes for 11 yards. We've really done a good job to, really contain Bo Jackson. But here he is on a screen play, almost picking up the first down. So on 4th and 3, my opponent, he's going for it again. Russell Wilson rolling out to the right. And that is a turnover on downs. You can see Russell Wilson, he's just shaking his head. He wants to know why he went for it. And soon after that play, the connection to your peer has been lost. So on that note, we are heading into the divisional round. 3 wins away from bringing home the Lombardi Trophy. Faced with a 3rd and 3, RG3, Alshon Jeffrey. That is a touchdown. These two have had quite the connection this year, and it looks like it's going to continue in the playoffs. We strike first and take a 7-0 lead. Now, before my opponent got an offense, I decided to go ahead and take a look at his team. You can see it looks pretty good. 99 overall Tom Brady, Marshawn Lynch. Let's see what he can do. 1st and 10. Lynch, he makes a spin move, gets to the outside, and I guess that's why they call him Beast Mode. Just like that, one play, he picks up 26 yards. Now, on the very next play, Tom Brady looking right side. He finds his Steve Smith. That was Darrelle Revis on the coverage. That's another first down. So on 2nd and 9, he goes back to Marshawn Lynch, but Calais Campbell is there to bring him down. So on 3rd and 9, Tom Brady looking left side. but D'Angelo Hall is able to break that one away from Rob Gronkowski. So on 4th and 9, my opponent again going for it, looking across the middle, but Devin McCourty is there to break that one up. So we take over on downs, and we are going right to Barry Sanders. We really got to get him going. If you guys remember in the last episode, he really didn't do too much. So here on 1st and 10, again, Barry Sanders makes a spin move, picks up about 3 or 4 yards. You can see he only has 3 carries for 2 yards. So on 2nd and 7, back to the run game we go. 14-yard pickup. But that was LeGarrette Blount. That's not even Barry Sanders. And look at this. LeGarrette Blount comes in the game and has our probably 2 biggest runs in the last 2 episodes. Meanwhile, Barry Sanders has 3 carries for 2 yards. Now my opponent down 14-0. He started passing the ball a lot here on 2nd and 10. He's looking left side. And there it is, the new pickup. Chris Borland making his debut known, gets the interception, and that's going to set us up at the 33-yard line. Now, the very next play, I looked across the middle. I saw Deion Branch, and Deion Branch turns this one into a pretty big gain. Let's see if we can get Barry Sanders his first touchdown. Here he is, inside the 5. Barry Sanders is finally brought down. So on 2nd and inches, my opponent probably thought I was going to pass, but instead, we're going to just let RG3 keep it himself. The 3rd touchdown of the game, and we find ourselves up 21-0. Now my opponent, let's see how he's going to respond by throwing an interception. That is Vontae Davis this time. Tom Brady, his 2nd pick of the half. And here we are. Barry Sanders makes a spin move. Is this going to be his first touchdown? Instead, he is brought down at the 6-yard line. So on 1st and goal, here's Barry Sanders again, dragging defenders down to the 2. So with 8 seconds remaining on 3rd and goal, we run a toss play. Barry Sanders makes a spin move, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I mean, we got to get him in. So on 4th and goal, I decide to go ahead, give it to Barry Sanders. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. His first touchdown as a member of TD Nation. I think we all just took a pretty big sigh of relief. Now starting off the 2nd half, things really didn't change at all. You guys see me get the user pick with Chris Borland. But we weren't done just yet. We break some ankles on the way to bringing that one back to the house. So up 35-0 now. Brady again across the middle. Even D'Angelo Hall is getting in on the action. A diving interception. I think you guys know what's going to happen. This one is pretty much all but over. We find Alshon Jeffrey for another touchdown. That's going to make things 42-0. Eventually, we would go on to win the playoff game 44-0. So definitely a spectacular performance. I hope you guys enjoyed me picking up Clowney. I'm definitely thinking about picking up JJ Watt for the next episode. We'll just have to wait and see. But like I said in the last video, there is a straw poll in the comment section down below. I know it wasn't in the comment section down below last time, but don't worry, it will be this time. Also, let me know who you guys got winning the NCAA tournament. And until next time, I'm TD Presents, and I'm signing out. Peace.